Today, we're going to be covering the top 10 Johnny Bench baseball cards. If you don't know who Johnny Bench is, he's a top 3 to a top 5 catcher of all time, part of the big red machine up there in Cincinnati, and has the same rookie year as Nolan Ryan. With that being said, let's start off with number 10, which is the 1970 Tops, his third year card. Now, typically third year cards aren't too expensive. However, this isn't the case with Bench because it is a high number card. If you don't know what a high number card, it's released later in the year and less people collected it during that time period. Because of that, it is somewhat expensive. A 9 goes for about $1,500 and an 8 is at $600. The next two cards come from O-Pee-Chee. If you're not familiar with O-Pee-Chee, today people know them for the hockey brands. However, they produced baseball and hockey cards for a while. Their first baseball card set was in 1937, and that is the 1969 and 1971 O-Pee-Chees. And both of these cards are super desirable. The 69 being Johnny Bench's first single card. He does have one rookie by himself, but that's not really under the Tops brand. We're going to talk about it a little bit later in this video. And also 1971, the black border card. A lot of people chase after these cards because it's super tough to find in high grade, and it's a really desirable set from the eye appeal side of things. Now, the O-Pee-Chee 69 and 8 sold for about $2,200. If you look at it, the 1971 that also sold for $2,000. However, that was all the way back in 2017. So in today's market, you could easily see that card going from anywhere from $5,000 to probably about $10,000 to $12,000 if it went to auction. Up next, we're taking a look at the 1972 Tops Candy Lids. These were a test issue card. Look at the pop report on the bench. There's a total of 6 graded. Appraisal wise, only one sale, and that was back in 2019. An 8 sold for $1,680. One more foreign release before we go into the honorable mentions, and that is the 1968 Venezuelan. So this is one of Johnny Bench's rookie cards, actually one of the most difficult ones to find and something I still want to get into my PC. However, there isn't too many recent PSA sales. When I was looking online, the last 4 did $1,500, but talking to other collectors, I would assume at least a 1 or 2 would fetch over $1,000 if sold in today's environment. These cards are extremely tough. You can always find a Johnny Bench rookie card walking around a card show. These Venezuelan ones take sometimes years to find, whether it's at a show or on an online marketplace. So let's go into these honorable mentions. Up first, we have the 1973 pinups. Couldn't find any sales data on the bench, but if there was, I'd assume it'd make the top 10. Next, we have a classic card. I actually picked it up at the Colorado Card Show for Mike Moynihan, baseball collector. This is the Johnny Bench Joe Morgan dual auto from Upper Deck. This is his first autograph card and the first ever pack pulled dual autograph. These are numbered to 2,500. 10s on these are about $500, but a 10 hasn't sold in quite a while, so I would assume it would be more. And lastly, we have the 1970 Tops Super Psa 9. Sells for over $1,000. If you guys want to learn a lot more about Johnny Bench baseball cards, make sure to check out the article that we ended up writing. A lot more than the top 10 cards and 3 honorable mentions, and we also have charts with prices on them. So again, click the link down below in the description to learn about his cards. Back to another rookie card. This is 1968 Cons Wieners. These were distributed out of Ohio and are technically a local card, so they didn't have the nationwide distribution like the Tops card. They're extremely scarce to find. An 8's going to run you about $1,500, 9, $2,500. And like the Venezuelan, I do want to add one of these to my PC one day, but it's really tough to find these, whether it is online or also at a card show. Our last test issue on this list is the 1973 Tops Comics. These were actually supposed to be the wrapper for gum. However, that never ended up happening, and there's full uncreased versions out there. The last PSA 9 sold for $3,000. Up next, we have 3 standard Tops releases, but grades in 9s and 10s are extremely expensive. So of the last 3 Tops releases, first one on the list is the 1969. Remember from earlier in the video, this is his first single card. PSA 10 has sold for $11,000. The follow-up, might predict it, it's 1971 Tops 9 on that one. $42,000. super expensive. And lastly, makes sense, it is the 1968 Tops rookie card. Finding that in a 10, you're looking at about $100,000. Go back to a 9, it's $5,000. If you look at the prices of this one compared to the Nolan Ryan, it seems like the 9 is a bargain. That Ryan card is super expensive in that 9 grade and also the 10 grade. Which reminds me, if you haven't seen the Nolan Ryan video, make sure to check it out. A lot of other really cool cards within it, including 4 different versions of his 1968 rookie card, compared to Bench, who only has 2. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and see you in that video.